It's getting really posh in here. The reason that I think it's getting really posh in here is because I've bought two lights. One is an aperture, a small one, which I've put on the back here, and that's shining up at the wall so that when I put my hand here, you can see the shadows aren't too strong behind me, so my wall is nicely lit up. I'm using the house light bulbs, which are lovely, they're fine, they're daylight colour, and I'm also using my new Neewer 176 LED light. Very, very good, very bright. Now, another one I've bought now is this one. And this one is a slightly different shape and it adds another dimension to my filming because this one not only gives a really nice light, a nice white light, but it also gives a slightly different color light if you want to. So I can warm the picture up quite a lot. It goes quite bright. So if I just shine it downwards, not in your face, that's at 20%, and if I shine it at me, 20%. At the moment, the color temperature is quite orange. So if I change it now to white, the color temperature is white, and I've got it on 20%. I'm now going to start to change into like a Dracula, because I've now gone up to 100%. So I'm now looking a little bit evil. Here, I'll show you evil. I am going to lie to you. Sorry, I was a bit stupid. Now, if I turn the light down, take it down to about 20%. This is the new light with a daylight color. If I press the back, that's at 5600. Take it down to 3300, and now you can see that I'm slightly warmer looking and the background is still daylight color. So there's a lot more control with this. This light is made by Viltrox. It's very, very nice, very cheap. I'm very pleased with it. It's a softer quality of light than the Neewer. It's quite nice for lighting the face, I think, and for lighting people, whereas the Neewer is good for overall general light. But this one also changes color temperature, so I can warm my face up and make myself look quite tanned. Sorry if I'm looking to the side, but I'm looking at myself in the monitor to see just how good I'm looking. And it's actually, you can see there, I'm actually quite suntanned looking. By changing the temperature to 56, I'm now merging more with the background and perhaps almost as pasty as the wall behind me. But this is a cracking light, it's a good price, and I'm quite chuffed with it. The other thing, of course, is it takes the same batteries as the Neewer, so you just need to charge up a few batteries and I can use it with both lights. Very convenient, very handy. So now it's getting really posh here because I'm going to have the house lights above me giving a general overall light. I've got my aperture behind me lighting up the wall to try and stop down those shadows. I've got my Neewer over here giving me key light. I've got this one to give me a suntan if I want it, or to give me a secondary light, a softer light. And in this room in particular, I have actually got side lights with two windows, but today is a really grey English day and we get a lot of those in the winter. So these lights are really, really convenient. When I think how much I've spent now on my lighting, it's not actually a lot. We're talking roughly about 25 to 30 pounds for this one, 25 to 30 pounds for the Neewer, and the dearest one is actually the dullest one, but it's a very nice little thing because it can be carried around. The aperture, which in the UK is retailing around 45, I think it is. So in all, we're talking about £100 for a lighting setup, which is strong enough for a home studio, for a home place to be making YouTube videos, as long as you've got other lights as I'm using here with the lights in the house and a little bit of daylight. But today, as I say, it's really dark. So if I didn't have these lights, there would be no video, and that's the difference. As you can see, it's a nifty little panel. It's a rather nice shape, really posh looking. It has a metal connection at the bottom, so you can put it onto a stand. Battery fits onto the back, on off is just there. You can power it from a 12 volt supply, and the controls are just here. And what you do is if you want to To brighten the light, you just turn the knob till you get a brighter light like that. And if you want to change the temperature, at the moment it's at 3900, you press again and you can change the color of the light up to 5600. Very, very clear display, also telling you how strong your battery, how much more battery life you have left. It's a really, in all, I'm quite chuffed with this unit. It's very good. The only thing is, it is plastic, so I think if you dropped it, it could crack. The other thing I do have with this, and I think this might be an issue with it, with all of them, is to get the battery out, you pull the switch back, and then it takes quite a lot of force to pull that battery out. So if I try and get the battery out, it takes quite a lot of force to pull it, and I have a suspicion that it could damage the pins in the end of the battery. But it is actually a very, very nice unit, and I think perfectly usable. So I think it's £100 well spent. Aperture 176, the aperture in the back, the Neewer 176 on a stand, and this one, the Viltrox, to give me a suntan if I need it. And I'm looking at the monitor there thinking, I want to give myself a suntan. There you are. How's that? See ya. By the way, here's a shot of the room with the lighting off. Now you can see the difference that it's made. Bye.